Hello guys, welcome to another video of the progress of our project, of our CRJ Autopilot Panel project. Today we are going to assemble our PCB after all that we already done. As you can see here, we already have some resistors and some capacitors assembled, and our plan is at the end of this video have our board looking like this one. This is the 3D design of the project. Here are all the components. The only thing that will be different is these LEDs, which of course we won't have all these like long LEDs. We'll be using the LED just like at the top of the PCB. We don't need to have like all this length. So our goal today is to have our PCB looking like this one. So assemble and test it. So let's go guys. So we are going to keep soldering our LEDs resistors, which are these ones. So we're almost done with the PCB stuff. We have to test the board and everything to make sure everything is correct. So keep watching guys, let's go. Okay guys, we are all set with the SMT components. We already soldered all the LEDs resistors, all the filter resistors and capacitors. Oh, I just saw that we have one resistor missing. Well, I'll solder it in a bit. But now the plan is to of course, after soldering the resistor that I left, the following components will be the push buttons. And after the push buttons, we are going to, well, I'm not sure because I'm between the push buttons or the LEDs. So I have to see which one are taller than the other one to know which components I am soldering first. But I think that I will solder first the push buttons, because having the push buttons already assembled I think that will be easier to me solder the LEDs, because we will have like a little space between the table and the PCB, and will be easier, I think. I'm not sure. So let's go guys. Okay guys, we already have all all our push buttons in place. The reason why I decided to go for the push buttons first was because I want to have, I know that we're supposed to solder the components considering the height, but in this case I want to use the flat surface of the push button to use it as a support, because when we will be soldering these LEDs I don't want them to be like moving around, so I think that it's better for me solder the push buttons first. But before soldering anything, we have to test our push buttons. I mean, all the push buttons are brand new, but we have to make sure that every push button is working properly before soldering, because if we found out after solder that any push button it's broken or something, we will waste more time trying to desoldering and all that. This works. This works. 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 Working fine. Works. 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 And works. Always, guys, test your circuits, because I mean, it can look like a waste of time, but it will never be a waste of time. It's actually saving us a lot of time in case that some component were like broken. So always remember, always test your circuits before soldering. I mean, of course after soldering we have to test it too, but we are sure that before soldering everything is working. So let's solder these push buttons. Okay guys, we're all done with the encoders. Everything is soldered in place. Everything feels great. We only have our connectors. These 3 connectors missing left, and let's go. We're almost done. Sorry for the quality of the video, but my camera shut down. Well, after 3 hours of soldering, we are finally done. Here I put this mount just to see how it looks. We're still missing the vertical speed. I have to work on it, but we are finally have our PCB working. Well, assembled. So it's assembled, it's already tested. The only thing missing is test the rotatory encoders, but that I will do it later. And of course I will record all the testing videos and everything. So this is how it looks. I'm really happy with the results. So this is like the space that we have in the middle. So my idea for the LEDs, because of course if you can see it here, if the one LED blinks, it will like light up the entire back. But my idea is like bring like kind of like a sleeve to go all the way up until this hole, to only make sure that the light comes like straight forward. So yeah, that's it. We also have missing the printing of the buttons. I have to finish the design for some of them. I already have like the entire measurements and everything, but I have to do like the design just in here where they fit. But we're almost there. So we will have CAD design video coming, and of course the programming video where I will be testing the encoders, because the encoders, I mean, I can test it like a button, but it doesn't make sense for me. It's not fun. And we also have this vertical speed knob video where we have to like design all the mechanism that will be drive all the movement to the protector encoder, because I don't know how to do it yet. But that's something that we are going to figure out together in the next weeks. So I hope you're liking this process, because I'm really liking, actually I'm really happy with the results. I mean, until this point, right? But I'm really happy with this project. I am really motivated to keep doing this, and let's see how it comes. See you guys. See you at the Skype.